Hi everybody, it's Shana and we have a fun workout for you today. We are going to do a 30-minute workout using the TRX suspension trainer and the TRX kettlebells. The workout focus is on strength. We have 4 different rounds of exercises, 4 sets per round, and we're going to be alternating exercises on the suspension trainer and with the kettlebell, and then the final round will actually combine the 2 modalities. We are going to be working at a fairly advanced level, but I'm definitely going to give some options so all levels have a chance to participate. And the really fun part, the end of the workout, we're going to do TRX low rows to failure, and of course some stretching. So let's get started with our warm-up. Guys, we're gonna be on the TRX suspension trainer for your standing rollout. Straps are at mid-length, and I'll have you standing facing away from the anchor point. You're on the balls of your feet, finding that nice, strong, active plank. Roll the arms out just a touch, and then bring your hands right back beneath your shoulders, keeping the straps off your arms. Roll out just a touch, and bring it right back. The goal of these standing rollouts is to engage your core. When you're working with kettlebells and definitely the TRX suspension trainer, you need to have that strong core abdominal glute engagement while you're doing all these exercises to protect your back and maintain great posture. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat row combo. Straps stay at mid-length, stand facing the anchor point. Have you lean back a touch, walk it under, and then drop that bucket down to a nice deep squat. Enjoy that stretch in your hips. Come back up to your plank, and then row, big squeeze behind your shoulder blades, and plank. Alternating those 2 exercises. Squat, plank, row, and plank. Again, big squeeze behind those shoulder blades. Dropping as low as your knees and your hips will let you go with that squat. Loosening up the lower body, engaging the upper back. 3, 2, and 1. Forward lunge with Y-fly. Straps stay at mid-length. Stand facing away from the anchor point in that strong Frankenstein position. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Gently lower the left knee toward the floor. Driving those fingers up, pressing down. Come right back up to that strong plank. Alternating sides. If you want to hold that lunge for just a second to get a great stretch in your hip flexors, do it. Pressing down into the handles to feel your core engage. We have 10 more seconds of this one. Although I feel like I could do this all day. This feels really good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Your TRX lateral lunges. Straps stay at mid-length. Stand facing the anchor. Give me a nice wide stance, toes pointed directly forward. I'm gonna have you bend your right knee, get a nice stretch through your hips there. Pull it up, bend your left knee. Now you're dropping straight down like an elevator, not back and forth like an escalator. And you're really enjoying that stretch in your hips. So I'm actually pulling myself back up from the lunge. 10 seconds left here, and then we're gonna grab probably your medium-sized kettlebell for this next warm-up exercise. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna do your kettlebell around the world. So again, grabbing your middle-sized kettlebell. I've got my TRX kettlebell here. They make the best kettlebells. And very carefully, make sure your living room is clear. You're not gonna drop the bell or throw it into anything. You're gonna swing that bell around your body. Nice strong grip. We'll see if I can get through all 30 seconds without letting go of my kettlebell. Fun story, I did my kettlebell certification in Puerto Rico, and we did most of these drills on the beach, so that when we dropped our kettlebells, it wasn't that big of a deal. And then I came back here to Madison, Wisconsin, into my gym, and dropped the kettlebells a lot, and it wasn't quite as quiet on the floors in here. In 5 seconds, we're gonna unwind. 4, 3, here's where it gets tricky. 2, and 1. Other direction. Make sure you've got a good grip on there. What we're doing with this around the world is we're engaging the core. We're working on your weight shift side to side. We're also engaging that shoulder joint, that shoulder capsule, and a little bit of reactivity and proprioception. Where is your body in space? Where is that kettlebell near your body? 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna end with those kettlebell ribbons. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hug that kettlebell in a goblet position under your chin, holding the horns of the bell. I'm gonna have you wrap it all the way around your head like you're stretching when you get up in the morning and down to your hip. Up and around the other direction, open up the chest, hinge at your hip. So I'm going alternate directions, actually drawing a ribbon with my kettlebell. You'll also see that I flip my kettlebell upside down when I come around to that backside. So you're opening up your chest, you're bracing your core. We have 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna get this workout started. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set down your kettlebell. We're going to start, remember we have 4 sets of all of these exercises. So now we're gonna alternate your TRX hip presses with your TRX single leg or your TRX kettlebell single leg Romanian deadlifts. It's gonna be 30 seconds of work followed by 30 seconds of rest. And we're gonna try to make these a little bit more challenging as we go. So let's get ready for your TRX hip presses. Your straps are at mid-calf length. You can double check that by making sure the foot cradles are dangling just above your toes. Now to get your heels in the foot cradles, 2 fingers in each, hold it wide like a Christmas tree, roll back, tuck your knees into your chest, and then drop your heels on top of your fingers. If you're on a door anchor, then bend your knees so your feet just almost touch the door, but not quite. If you're not on a door anchor, then just hang out right here so your knees are bent at 90 and your hips are at 90. The trick is to keep both bends at 90 degrees. All right, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your buns, lift up, and tap. Now remember, today's focus is strength, so you don't have to fly through these. I want you to focus on squeezing everything, lifting, and lowering with perfect form. Are your toes back towards your shins? Is your head and shoulders on the ground? Are you squeezing your buns to lift those hips up? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You've got 30 seconds. We're gonna move to that single leg Romanian deadlift with your kettlebell. I'm gonna use my middle weight kettlebell, up to you, and you can always upgrade that next set. So I'm gonna grab the kettlebell in my left hand and balance on my right foot. The trick with this is keeping my spine in neutral as I hinge forward and pull my pants back up. We're going in 5 seconds. Make sure you keep that back flat as you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. 2, 1, hinging, squeezing, and pull your pants back up. If you need to set down your left foot for a little bit of balance and stability, that's fine. You want to feel a stretch in the hamstrings and then unload and pull right back up. Stretch and stand. I love this exercise because it's so great for balance and strength and range of motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And also, we're kind of sneaky, similar muscles to those TRX hip presses. Let's go back to your TRX hip presses now. Straps are at mid-calf length. You'll be ground facing the anchor point. Let's get your heels in the foot cradles. You still have 15 seconds to relax. The reason why we have longer rest breaks today is so that you can really focus on strength and challenge your resistance. So enjoy this rest. We still have 5, 4, 3, 2, hip presses. Here we go. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you can pick your arms up off the floor. But make sure you keep your head and shoulders down on the ground. I should see a nice sweat print of your head, shoulders, and back when you get up off the floor. Push down to lift. Are those toes again back towards your shins? Are you squeezing first and then lifting up, getting a straight line from your knees to your hips, to your shoulders? 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're gonna do that single leg Romanian deadlift on the other side. Quick reminder, when you do these deadlifts to protect your back, make sure you keep this neutral spine the entire time. If you watch Legally Blonde, maybe not your favorite movie, but it's a good one, when they do the bend and snap, notice how they have that curve in your back. It's not bend and snap. So let's bend and snap with your kettlebell. Grab on, balance on your right foot. Here we go, or your left foot. Hinge and back up. So I've got the kettlebell in my right hand, and I'm standing on my left foot as I do this exercise. Keeping your knee in line with your middle toes, back is flat, get a bit of a stretch in the hamstrings, and pull it back up. Remember, the focus is on strength, so take your time. Nice and slow and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we survived that first round. Now we're gonna move on to a pushing round. So we're gonna pair your TRX chest press and your kettlebell push-ups. Those are tough. I'm gonna have you grab 2 kettlebells that are similar in size, keeping in mind the smaller the kettlebell, the harder these push-ups, and you'll just set them aside, getting ready to use them. Now we're gonna get set up for your TRX chest press. So go ahead and fully lengthen your straps all the way long and stand facing away from the anchor point. Now, our focus today is strength. So to make these more challenging, I want you to walk under as low as you safely can, but ensuring you can keep those straps off of your arms and your body planked. The biggest no-no of TRX training is to let the hips sag down. That's gonna lead to back pain. Guys, we're going in 10 seconds. Let's find that perfect plank. Roll the shoulders down and back. Ensure the straps are off your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, nice and controlled. Lower down, brace, drive it up. Now, when you do these chest presses, make sure the shoulders stop just before the hands. You don't want to go any lower than a regular push-up because that can put some extra stress on your shoulders. And again, I'm going nice and controlled. Imagine you're doing a really heavy bench press, but you have to coordinate your whole body in space. 10 seconds left. Are those eyes out slightly ahead of you? Keeping your neck neutral. Are you squeezing those butt cheeks tight? 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna move that pushing motion to your kettlebells. I'm gonna grab 2 kettlebells that are fairly similar in size. You can do these on or off your knees, or if you only have 1 kettlebell, just do regular push-ups on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna find my nice, strong, active plank. We still have 15 seconds. Just like those TRX chest presses, you're not gonna go any lower than a regular push-up. And you really have to drive down on top of that kettlebell to make sure they don't flip over. 2, 1, let's do it. Down and brace. Once again, just like my chest presses, I'm squeezing the butt cheeks tight. Imagine you've got that winning lottery ticket between your butt cheeks and somebody's coming up and trying to take it from you. I've got a nice, strong, tight core. My ears, my shoulders, my hips, my heels are in alignment. My body is straight as a surfboard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You did it. All right, we're going back to your TRX chest press again. Now here's my challenge. Can you go a little bit lower in that TRX chest press? Can you walk those feet back even further? If you don't feel safe, don't do it. If you think you can do 1 or 2 reps at that steeper angle, give it a shot. And if it's too hard, just walk it forward. We're going again in 10 seconds. I'm gonna do a couple reps way down here. We'll see how this goes, especially after those push-ups. 3, 2, and 1. Nice and controlled. Again, are those straps off of your arms? Is your body in that nice straight line? I'm gonna take a step forward and keep playing. Do you have those tickle tummy abdominals super tight and braced? Your body is moving down and up like one straight 4x4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got 30 seconds before that final set of kettlebell push-ups. So swing out your arms. And remember, you always have the option of going to your knees with these push-ups or not using the kettlebells at all. You also have the option of grabbing smaller kettlebells, which are going to be a little bit less stable. We're going again in 10 seconds. Get ready, my friends. Whew, I dislike these, but they're so good for you. You will feel this tomorrow. 2, 1, hit it. Again, think of your body as that straight 4x4. And you're driving those kettlebells into the floor, trying to press downward on them as you complete your push-up. 15 seconds to go. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Awesome. Now we're going to do some combination exercises. We're going to do your TRX overhead squat, holding on to a kettlebell in one hand. And then we'll alternate that with your heaviest kettlebell for your kettlebell goblet squat. So let's bring your straps to that fully lengthened position. You'll be standing facing your anchor point. I'm going to grab that kettlebell in a second, but what I'm going to have you do is put your left hand inside the foot cradles like this. So your hand is pulling on the back side of those foot cradles. And you're gonna pull back. My right hand is gonna hold the bell. I'm gonna squat low and drive up. It's a weird feeling because my left arm is pulling backward and my right arm is pressing upward as I do this. So let's grab that lightest kettlebell, put it in a racked position, slide the fingers through, thumb by your chin, press it up. Backs of your hand into those foot cradles. Going in 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that bucket, press into the floor, drive it up. Are those shoulders away from your ears? Are your knees tracking directly over your middle toes? Are you keeping that torso and core nice and straight and strong? 10 seconds left. Actively drive that right kettlebell up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna do your kettlebell goblet squat. So I would probably grab your heaviest kettlebell and you're gonna hug it in the goblet position. And the goal with these goblet squats is to get as low as you safely can. With the weight loaded in front of your body and a slightly wider stance, you should be really able to challenge that depth. So I'm gonna hug the horns of my kettlebell. Shoulders are down and back, going in 3, 2, and 1. Drop it low, spread the floor apart with my feet to get my glutes to engage, and come right back up. Think of squeezing your buns and pressing your hips forward on the way up. How's that posture? Are those shoulders down and back? Is your chest up tall and proud? Are you smiling? Probably not. Maybe you're sticking out your favorite finger for me. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. We're gonna go back to that overhead squat, but now I'm gonna have you put your kettlebell in the racked position in your left hand. Okay. My right hand is gonna go through both foot cradles and we'll be pulling backwards as I'm driving my left arm straight up and I'm squatting. There's a whole bunch going on here. So right hand in the foot cradles, pulling back. Left hand, press it up. Finding my squat stance. Here we go. Drop it, press it, and drive it. Again, are those shoulders away from your ears? Is that neck nice and relaxed? How low can you safely go with that squat? Are you driving that right arm back and actively pressing your left arm up? Squeezing and sticking the landing on the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more round of those kettlebell goblet squats. So again, grab onto that heavy kettlebell. In this final set of these, can you go just a little bit lower? The answer might be no, or maybe the answer should be, I'll try, Shana. So let's grab onto those horns of the bell. We're going in 10 seconds. Find that position, rolling the shoulders down and back, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, going in 5. You ready? And go ahead. Drop it down. Spread the floor apart with your feet as you stand up. Are you keeping that spine neutral? Pressing your hips back as you drop down and squeezing the buns as you come right back up. We have 15 seconds left. And then only one more set of stuff, and then we'll do that low row challenge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you've got a minute. Let's grab a sip of water, and then I'll set you up for your TRX power pull. The first 2 sets of the power pull we're gonna do without weight, and then I'll give you an option to add that kettlebell. It's gonna be lots of fun. All right, getting set up for your power pulls. Your straps are gonna be at mid-length, and you're gonna be standing facing your anchor point. I'm gonna have you grab onto just one handle with your left hand. If you wanna start with your right hand, that's totally fine. Pull it into your rib cage. Don't worry, you still have like 25 seconds to rest. You can just watch this part. You're on the balls of your feet. My hand is glued to my rib cage. I'm gonna reach my right hand up toward the anchor. I'm gonna slowly straighten the left arm, drop to my heels, open my body up. My body is straight as a surfboard. Engage behind my shoulder blade, come right back up. You ready? Let's get in position. Pull, reach, 3, 2, and 1. Down slow, open, engage behind your shoulder blades, snap up. Now if you find that you're losing tension on top, walk your feet under toward the anchor point a little bit more because you want to have constant tension on the straps at all times. I'm dropping back to my heels on the bottom part of the movement and then coming back up on my toes for that extra little bit of rotation on the top part. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. 30 seconds, let's switch sides. So now I'm gonna hold the handle in my right hand, standing facing the anchor. I'm gonna bring that right handle into my rib cage, reach my left arm up toward the anchor. You can do this with me or you can just breathe for a second. Once again, I'm gonna be on the balls of my feet, straighten the right arm, open the body up, see how I'm on my heels? Right shoulder stays down, and then I snap it back up to the top, going in 5. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Straighten the right arm, body straight, squeeze, stick that landing on top. Again, big squeeze behind your shoulder blade. If it's too easy or you're finding slack on the top, walk it under a little bit. Now, as you reach back, make sure that body and tummy stay tight and planked. It's a common fault to kind of arch your back as you come to the backside or bend your knees. Body stays straight and strong. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, now we're gonna incorporate the kettlebell if you're comfortable with this. I would grab your lightest kettlebell for this. So I'm gonna grab my smaller one and bring it to the racked position. So my fingers to the bell, my thumb stays inside of my shoulder by my chin. For my power pulls, I'm gonna grab onto the left handle, starting at that same end range of motion, except for end range is kettlebell press. Then I bring my kettlebell into the racked position, slowly lower down, and snap it back up. You ready? 2, 1. Let's go. Press it up, slowly rotate back, controlled, and then snap it up, pressing the bell up. So my left side is pulling and rotating as my right side is powering up into that press. Just like those overhead squats, there's a lot going on here. Buns stay tight, body stays straight and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds to switch it up. So now I'm gonna bring that kettlebell into the racked position in my left hand, and I'm gonna grab onto the handle with the suspension trainer in my right hand. So I'll slide my fingers through the bell, my thumb stays inside my left shoulder. Again, the end range of motion, I've got my right hand at my rib cage. You can meet me here if you want. Pressing the kettlebell up into that nice, strong, tall press position. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the kettlebell down, slowly rotate your body open, snap behind your right shoulder blade, stick it up. If you can, walk it under a little bit, but make sure with that extra load, you're still able to keep your spine nice and straight. Not letting the body arch, still holding on to that lottery ticket between your butt cheeks. We've got 10 seconds left here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, it's time for our final challenge, and then we'll do some stretches. We've got your TRX low rows to failure, which is kind of mean after those power pulls. So here's the standard we're looking for. I'm gonna have you fully shorten your straps. Now, if you're on a door anchor, you're simply gonna walk your feet so they're right up against the door, and you're gonna do your low rows. If you're from an overhead anchor like I am, then I want you to line your feet up with where the straps are anchored. Now, in order for the rep to count, here's what it has to look like. You still have a minute, so you can grab some water and stuff if you want to. Your body has to stay straight. You don't get to arch your back, and your hands have to touch your rib cage. Okay, so no archy, you have to touch. Okay, that's in order for rep to count. Now, if you can't do a low row that low, totally fine. I want you to move back a little bit and find a different angle where it's still really challenging, but you can complete a row. And then maybe even put a little mark there, so if you repeat this workout later, you can see if there's some improvement over time. So guys, we are gonna start those low rows to fail. I'm gonna go as many as I can. If you keep going, go, man. I want you to get as many as you can do. If you end before me, start doing some stretches. All right, as many low rows as we got. Let's see what we got today. Ready, gang? Until failure, let's see what you got. Here we go.
3,
Is your body straight? Are your eyes up? Are you touching the rib cage? Oh, it's getting hard. Oh, I got 18. If you're still going, keep going. If you're done, grab a sip of water. You have earned some stretches today. Oh boy. I'm gonna grab some water really quick and we'll go through 3 basic stretches and wrap this really hard workout up. All right, if you're still rowing, you can come meet us in a second. Otherwise, we're gonna start with your TRX wide stance, hip hinge. Your straps will be at mid-length for this exercise. Stand facing the anchor point, give me a nice wide stance. Toes pointed directly forward. Give me a big inhale. And exhale, fold your body in half, pressing those hips backwards. Line your biceps up with your ears. I want you to put gentle downward pressure on those handles so you feel your core engage, but you're still opening up your shoulders, feeling a stretch in your hamstrings. Now from here, I want you to gently sway your arms side to side. I could do this all day too. Doesn't it feel so nice that we actually survived that workout? I always start the workout with a few butterflies in my tummy, especially when I know that I'm going to be on camera for you, wondering if I'm actually going to make it through there. Now stop that swing. I'm going to have you bend one knee and then the other. So shifting your weight side to side, still gently pressing forward. If you need to come out of it and come back in, totally fine. Big inhales and exhales. Feel that stretch through your chest, through your inner thighs. Now give me a big inhale. Exhale. Whew. Slowly roll that up. Good. Now we're going to do your seated figure 4 stretch. So I'm going to have you take a seat. Actually, let me come over here so you can see me a little better. Straps stay at mid-length. Have a seat facing your anchor point. And I'm going to have you straighten your left leg out, cross your right ankle over that left knee. Now bend the left knee up. Make sure you're far enough back so you're not crammed underneath the straps. And then gently pull your chest up toward the anchor. See how I'm letting my shoulders fall away from my ears? And I'm pushing my right knee away from my body. Now if you can pick up the toes on your left foot. Ooh, for a little additional stretch there. You can feel those hips after all those squats we did today. Those are really hard, especially those overhead squats with the kettlebell. Nice work, guys. And slowly straighten that out. Let's switch it up. And if you want to hold any of these stretches longer, you are more than welcome to pause the video and enjoy your stretch. Chest stays up, pressing the left knee away from you, gently lifting your chest up and your shoulders fall away from your ears. Now, if you can, pick up the toes on your right foot to add to the stretch just a little bit. And again, using the straps to gently pull yourself into that stretch and to find some really good posture. Big inhales and exhales. And slowly come on out there. Finally, we have your chest and torso stretch. So straps stay at mid-length. I'm going to have you stand facing away from the anchor point. So your arms are in a T. You're on the edge of the Titanic. You're the king of the world. Let those shoulders fall away. Now step one foot in front and really press those arms apart, letting the shoulders fall away. Enjoy that chest stretch again. Give me a few inhales and exhales. Do you feel those push-ups you did? If you don't feel them now, you are definitely going to feel those tomorrow. Whenever I challenge the depth of my chest press or add kettlebell push-ups to the mix, I always feel it. And now I'm going to have you move back just a touch. Drop the right arm down, reach the left arm over the top, keeping tension on those straps. Again, enjoy the breathing, enjoy that stretch, creating distance between your hands. Now the other side, drop that left arm down, right arm over the top. Finally, step your feet together, forward fold, take a bow, relax your head. And you did it. Congratulations. We survived a 30-minute TRX and TRX Kettlebell strength workout. We worked all the muscles in your body, so everything should feel sore, but my guess for you tomorrow is definitely going to be your chest and your bum from those push-ups and those squats. I can't wait to work out with you again. Wonderful job today, everybody. Bye-bye.